I dare say this is the strangest dinner party I've ever been to.
Oh, sugar. We've been to parties down in Louisiana where the main entertainment was a pig auction.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
That seriously can't be your evening wear.
Oh, no. I just came from a child's birthday party. I'm a magician.
Really, never would have guessed.
I don't know why I got an invite. Did they all say the same thing?
Oh, well, let's see here. Mine says...
My dear friend, welcome to my house. The arrangement is simple. You're here to spend the night as my guest, and in exchange, I will give you your heart's most secret desire. And you know what that is, don't you? When all the 7 guests have gathered, you must figure out what I want. It's a puzzle. And mind you, the others are also working at the same task. There are clues throughout this house as to what must be done. The house is alive with clues. Hoping to meet you in the flesh, I remain your host, Henry Stamp.
Oh, well, thanks for reading that out loud, Stamp.
Hey, no problem, bud.
That's what mine says too!
And mine, they're all the same.
I'm excited. I love games.
We should stick together, because sharing is caring.
I think you've done too many children's parties.
But there's only 6 of us. Where's the 7th guest?
And who is it? Another stranger?
I'm the 7th guest.
We were just discussing how all of our invites are the same. What does yours say?
It says, be at this address and complete the task that I have set for you, or else I will haunt every bathroom you use for the rest of your life. It is signed, Henry Stamp. He just thinks it's funny for some reason.
Why are your instructions different from ours?
Bathrooms are no place for sharing.
You couldn't even put on proper dinnerware.
I didn't know there was a party. I didn't want to come at all, except I didn't want Stamp watching me poop for the next 40 years.
Ew.
Sure sounds like you got a different task than we do, son.
You wouldn't have any idea what that is now, would you, honey bun?
If it's anything like last time, I have to find the puzzles he's hidden throughout the house and solve them. And while I'm at it, I have to get through the review.
Review of what?
11th hour for the PC.
Little jumpy, aren't you?
I'm waiting for Stamp to put in an appearance. Kind of surprised he hasn't yet. I thought you were going to split off with the others, find out how to make your wish come true.
Something's not right with them. Can't put my finger on it. Besides, I have a feeling you're key to this whole thing. Won't hurt to stay close.
You're the first woman to say that in a while.
So what's up with this game, the 11th hour?
Do you mind spoilers?
For an 18-year-old video game, Who the hell would complain about spoilers for a retro video game?
The 11th Hour was released by Trilobite for the PC in 1995, and it was the inevitable sequel to the brilliantly successful Seventh Guest. Like the first game, it's a horror-themed puzzle game where you scour a mansion looking for clues and puzzles to solve, and the story is provided via cutscenes with live actors. The intro shows us square-jawed reporter Carl Denning watching a news story about his missing producer, Robin Morales, who went missing while she was working a news story on the Stauff mansion. I'm not sure if that qualifies as meta or irony or both. Maybe it's meta-ironic? He gets a mysterious package containing a game book that shows him clips of Robin trapped in the mansion, and he decides to go after her. He drives his motorcycle the whole way without a helmet on. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't arrive looking like this. Anyway, during the trip, the game thoughtfully recaps their relationship, and even their... oh my.
Aaron? Aaron? Hello? Aaron!
Boobies! What's going on?
Never mind. Found one of the puzzles.
These words are pretty as can be, but can you turn 2 into 3?
It's a word scramble, but at least he put a little thought into this one.
Any 3 words?
No, he's probably looking for a particular phrase.
That's not it.
Hey, boys and girls.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone home in there?
Can I help?
Yeah, it's over here.
Aaron, look out!
What? No, I'm a magician. I'm supposed to make other things disappear.
He just disappeared.
This is not like last time. Stamp was a douchebag, but he never tried to hurt me.
Don't think you'll be so lucky next time.
Help them rest. What does that mean?
Let's keep moving. The cast of characters is expanded quite a bit from the first game. Aside from Carl and Robin, and of course Stauff himself, there's Eileen Wiley, Samantha Ford, Chuck Lynch, and Chief Jim Martin. And some of the old cast from the Seventh Guest return for encore performances. But it's Marie Wiley who steals the show. I don't think you could have cast this role any better. Stunningly sexy and pure evil. Michelle Goudreau just completely nails it in every scene she's in, especially...
Aaron! Forget it. I'm just gonna leave you here.
Damn. Hey, wait up! Unlike the last game, this game is geared around a sort of treasure hunt. Stauff will give a clue to a specific item in the house you need to find, and the clues range from clever and easy to ridiculously twisted and damn near impossible. And if you need help, you can access your gamebook by clicking the top of the screen, and Samantha will give you up to 3 clues that once again range from practically useless
Aren't balls called nuts?
to outright giving the answer away. But even if she tells you what the object is, she will not tell you where to find it. Of course, before you can find any items in a given room, You'll have to solve a puzzle first, and they're just as fiendishly clever as in the first game, though this time there are more versus puzzles, which are more like games you play against Stauf himself, who proves to be a vicious opponent. Samantha will once again give you clues to the puzzles if you need them, and she can even solve them outright, except for the versus puzzles, in which case she will offer to make the next move for you, which I suppose is less than outright cheating. But the dreaded microscope puzzle returns in this game, this time in a honeycomb, and instead of skipping it, you just have to sit there and constantly ask Samantha to make the next move over and over again until she wins. And I've heard she could actually lose to Stauf, completely wasting all that time. If that Othello puzzle shows up in the 7th Guest 3, I swear I'll just be screaming for days.
Wait, there's a third 7th Guest game?
Not yet, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh, look, a puzzle!
Move 2, make 4, make 1 disappear forevermore.
Make 1 disappear.
I think we have to make this into 4 squares by only moving 2 toothpicks.
Hey there, handsome. Wouldn't you like to work with somebody like me? Promise a good time.
Who do you think you are?
Back off, nerd girl. Come on, handsome. We'll go have ourselves a foursome.
Foursome?
You, me, and these.
Yes, please.
Aaron, no! Aaron, solve the puzzle!
I got it!
And now, as promised, 1 will disappear forevermore.
No. Please. I just wanted to live, that's all. Please!
What the hell? They're all dead, aren't they?
What? What is it? This is...
I'm sorry.
Don't you have a review to finish?
The story has grown up quite a bit from the previous game. It's darker and more mature. There are some pretty good twists along the line as well. The acting, well, it's hit and miss. Carl appears to have next to no personality at all, while Robin is at least marginally more interesting. Some of the scenes are stilted and awkward, and it's hard to tell whether it's bad writing, bad acting, or bad directing, or some combination of the three. But some scenes can be positively riveting. And again, there is a large amount of WTF involved. Take this scene, for example.
Ah, didn't hear you come in. You gave me quite a fright. Amazing thing, this. Absolutely amazing, the things the Marquis has come up with, don't you think? Absolutely amazing.
Who the hell was that? And why the hell would I care at all about the book he's reading? This scene makes no sense at all. And of course, there are plenty of creepy things to be found around the house or in the cutscenes. It's the little things like this that make Stauf's mansion fun to explore. You never really know what you're going to see. The only downside is that we've already explored this mansion once. Now it just looks a little more run down, which is a shame because considering how the story works out, it would have made perfect sense for the house to have a completely new layout. A Rubik's Cube? Are you serious?
Arrange the colors face by face to sweep 2 more ghosts from this place.
Stamp, you lazy, cheap bastard.
used to be able to do these. Wait. 2 more ghosts. I already know you're ghosts. You can't hurt me.
Well, shucks, son. Why would we want to hurt you?
Aside from the fact that solving that puzzle would kill us, he means.
You're already dead. This is going to send you to a better place.
Hell, we like it here, son.
Now, George, I think it's clear that there's going to be no reasoning with this young man.
You might be right, Libby, but what are we gonna do?
I have an idea.
Get away!
I'm not touching you.
I ain't touching you either.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Notice anything missing?
Didn't you used to have a beard?
Why, whatever do you mean?
Wait, how did her hat get on your head?
I don't know what you're talking about.
How are you doing this? A juggalo!
You're gonna die!
Look over there. A 3-headed monkey.
Nice try. It's done.
Oh no, George, honey, I'm scared.
Stay with me, Libby. It'll be all right.
What am I doing? Well, you must. There's only one puzzle left, and you're running out of time.
Crap.
I need to take a moment and talk about the music, because I forgot to talk about it during my 7th guest review, and that is an injustice of the highest order. One of the things that makes both games so memorable is the music, created by George Sanger, aka the Fat Man. He and Team Fat managed to create some incredibly iconic tunes that managed to be creepy, comforting, and catchy, sometimes all in the same song. Atmospheric and ethereal, rockin' and rollin', the 7-Eleven soundtrack CD is well worth the $10 I spent on it. Though I was a little disappointed it didn't have the song from the train puzzle on it. Maybe it's just because that puzzle takes so long to complete, but I remember being addicted to that song. And we can't not talk about Stauff. Robert Hirschbeck is at it again and loving every second of it. In fact, Stauff seems to be having a bit more fun this time around. He's less threatening and more comical. He plays with you, much like a cat plays with a mouse it's about to eat.
Say, did you... Oh, cut the cheese?
Overall, the 11th Hour is a good game, but not as good as the 7th Guest was. The puzzles are again inventive and challenging, but the versus games tend to be more frustrating than fun, and some of the treasure hunts are so absurdly difficult, even with Samantha's hints, you almost have to consult a walkthrough. The story has some surprising twists and turns, but the ending is just, well, weird. This is one of the few instances where I actually prefer the bad endings because they make more sense.
It's gotta be in here. Crap. Stan, what are the rules? Up, down, diagonal, side to side, in this grid, a message hides. Connect the letters one by one, say it aloud, and your task is done.
Hidden message, hidden message.
Get away from that puzzle.
Rich boy! Forgot about you. Sorry, but if I don't finish this, we're all screwed.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist.
What gives with you people and knives? Was there a sale?
Hurry, you're almost out of time.
Useless woman! You'll pay for this!
Hey, rich boy, say goodbye.
No! No, I never lose! I'm rich! Ah!
Are you okay?
Kind of a silly question. I'm a ghost.
At least it's done.
No, you have to finish your review.
No. If I do that, you disappear.
I can't stay here anymore. Help me rest, Aaron.
My favorite memory of the game is of the character of Stauff himself. I've always thought of Stauff as being shrewdly intelligent and highly mischievous, sort of like Puck from Shakespeare mythology, except Stauff kills people. And even when he does, he can't help but have fun with it. See his endless ribbing before Chuck catches a cleaver in the neck.
How about a chuck roast?
A chuck steak.
Chuck him into the soup.
And in this game, it becomes clear that Stauff and the house are now inextricably linked. In fact, it's hard to tell where Stauff ends and the house begins. But where the house is a mite schizophrenic, capturing or eating children's souls in the first game, and downgrading to just wanting dead bodies in the sequel, Stauff is consistently funny and horrifying. He has a little more fun the second time around, but in either game, Stauff is a force to be reckoned with and one of the best adventure game villains of all time.
Ha ha!
And this ends my review. I never get the girl. This is what you wanted all along, isn't it?
She died as the others did, playing the 11th hour. My cousin Stauff's evil influence kept their souls trapped in this plane. I wanted to undo some of the damage he did. And for that, I needed your help.
What about your soul? When do you get to rest?
When Stauff is finally stopped for good, that would require at least a third game.
You know, I think there's a way we can help with that. Trilobite Games may be holding a Kickstarter for The Seventh Guest 3. They may not, if they secure funding through other means, in which case there will definitely be a third game, but if they do, and you want to keep abreast of such things, you can always follow their Facebook page, and I will do my best to keep you all posted via leviathan.com. Well, what now? Want to go for a beer? Why not? Let's go make some more memories. And if we drink enough, we'll forget them.
Let's take the time to find ourselves again, away from daily stress and pain. Though we may find we'll not come back the same. That happens sometimes when we play the game.
You know, you're not nearly as big a D-bag as your cousin.
You say that now. Wait until you realize who's paying for the drinks.
Oh, you cheap bastard.